this room is not part of this woke nonsense stuff, okay? Like fairly, and every individual is their individual. Everyone's their own individual.
If you're at a bar, take a joke.
If you're at a bar, take a joke. You can't be political at a bar, all right? That's just something you can't do.
No politics, no religion.
Right.
Just keep it.
But the principle of everyone's safety should be everyone's number one concern. No one should ever feel harassed, sexually or not, verbally, however it is, religiously.
If you worked with Beth, you have been verbally abused, okay?
If you worked with Lindsay, you've been verbally harassed.
I'm sorry for all of those I sexually harassed in the
have
past.
been twice.
Beautiful patrons of the service industry, you are my first round of guests. It's a pleasure to have all three of you here. We do have one more coming. Liz is on her way. Welcome to Banter, folks. The reason why I've summoned you, special people here, is because Banter in itself is basically a testimony to different individuals in the service industry and our experiences, you know? I don't think that it's underrated what we do, but it sometimes it feels like it's mildly unappreciated. And it's an art to what we do, okay? Like, we touch so many people's lives day in and day out from all classes, all right? Focused on, Applebee's to Capitol Grill to, 5-star, anywhere you want to take it, high to the low. I don't care how broke you are, have you been in the restaurant at some point in time? And there's somebody who has to absorb your energy. And I don't want this to be a petty energy situation here. We're all here to just talk about our truths and our experiences because we love what we do. We clearly love people and the society that we live in, and we regulate that in the watering holes that we have worked in. So, well, this is such a long time coming. Banter. Y'all were just chilling at the bar and you maybe like meet a stranger or a couple strangers. You just did a little self-love date, whatever have you. And all of a sudden, I start bridging the gap on philosophy and really talking about something deep you really never thought you'd be talking about. End up walking away with some peace. That, to me, in a short nutshell, is what bar banter is to me. It's cultivating that relationship. So, hello world, hello Atlanta. Good evening and happy Wednesday. My name is Devin Lewis, and I will be your host. Joining me, we have Beth, Reyes, Mina, and Christian. I'm sorry I gave your whole government name.
I know.
I apologize for that. Edit that last name out. I apologize if you can do that. Okay. Anyway.
Look her up on Instagram, guys.
Yeah. No, because you won't find me. It's @followMJ.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. That is. So it's MJ from now on.
Yes.
So MJ, Mina, and Christian are here with me today. Happy Wednesday. I'm Devin Lewis. I was born in 1993 out in Albany, Maryland. And I moved down here in 2005 to the beautiful Peach State. Started as a vet tech. 17, moved out of my house after my parents in Kennesaw and was on my own doing my thing. I started becoming a manager at Wingstop. That was fun for a couple hours, working 70 hours a week, grinding my ass off. Thought I was hot shit because I was a teenager with a manager position. Not what you guys think. FYI, kids, study and stay in school. And one day my roommate comes home and he's like, man, what are you pissed off about? I'm like, dude, I'm not getting paid enough. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't have the finances to be happy right now. And I feel like that shouldn't be happening. And he was like, dude, I made $100 in like an hour at work today. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Serving, taking tables? I'm a kid. This is blowing my mind. I didn't have an allowance when I was growing up. I had really, secure family growing up, but I definitely was not spoiled, let alone did I have. All my friends were spoiled. They had an allowance, and I'm not bitching about that because at the end of the day, it made me a better person. But, it's kind of like that Dave Chappelle thing. I got to see the nice things, but that wasn't given to me lightly. So I've always had to work and pay for my stuff, With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you guys to the rest of my guests. First and foremost, ladies first, gentlemen. We keep our pinkies up out here. Thank you, Mina.
Okay, so I'm Beth, but mostly a lot of people know me as MJ. And I've been in Atlanta for, I think, 5 years now. I'm originally from New York. I started bartending. I actually started by stripping. I was a stripper. back in my young days. And I didn't want to dance anymore. And I asked my manager at the strip club, would they hire me as a bartender? And he pretty much made me work for free. Friday and Saturday night, they gave me like a $50 base pay, and I couldn't collect tips. And he said, if you could like rock it on our busiest nights, I will give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday shifts. And this is like unheard of because you cannot go from the pole to the bar that easily. They really want to start you at like bar back and stuff. So I fucking kicked ass, and they put me on the bar the next weekend, and that was like 16. So I've been bartending ever since, and I fucking love what I do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan is stripping.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
No, bravo, Beth. Bravo, Beth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Make it easy and quick. My name is Mina. I'm Egyptian. Both of my parents are from Egypt, from the motherland. I was born in New Jersey. Only lived there a year of my infant life. Moved down to Atlanta. ATLian at heart. Man, weird path I made to, restaurants and bars, but here we are, and we're cranking, and we're having fun with it, and nothing beats being behind a bar and, looking over, and everybody, you're the actor. Everybody's watching you on TV. Mm-hmm. And bartenders that don't appreciate that, guys, go find another career. This is not for you. Best advice to you, if you don't walk into work at least smiling like halfway through, then figure it out.
Exactly.
But, we're blessed to have the job that we have and make people happy and change, try to change people's perspective on a day. Correct. Sometimes it gets worse, and you got to kick them out, but it is what it is. Sorry, guys.
There's hope. And, of course, Christian.
Yeah, I'm Christian. I'm originally from El Paso, Texas, so it's like a border town. Coming to Atlanta was a big culture shock because I'm the majority where I'm from. So moving out here was definitely different. What else? Oh, my journey started from, when I did move down here around 16, that's when I started, or 15, I started McDonald's. And then I was part of the hourly where it changed from $5.25 to $7.25.
Ooh.
So I was part of that transition when that happened. And then I left college, and then the first serving job that I got was Uncle Julio's.
Julio's.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
I didn't know that about you, Brody.
Yeah, so it was like the fine dining, I guess. So straight ahead. So I got lucky because typically people want experience, but the hiring manager, the GM, she was glad that we had no experience because her words was, I could mold you into what I want.
Absolutely.
So that kind of worked out for us. And I remember my paychecks being $250 after taxes at McDonald's for 40 hours.
That's bi-weekly or weekly?
No, it's weekly. So you get paid weekly at McDonald's. And then so when I started serving, and I made, my first round was probably double that, about 500 in 3 days. So then that's when I started.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's when I started learning about math. And
That's applicable, right?
Whereas 5 days working or for $250 or 3 days, and then, but they were double shifts though. So this is opening and closing.
Time spent grinding.
Yeah, so you're making up those 40 hours in those, pretty much in those 3 days.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
I was 16 doing that?
No. That's when I made the jump.
Oh, okay. You switched over.
So I started at McDonald's, and then when I went to college, that's when I started.
It's like early 20s, basically.
No, I was underage. I think I was 19.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I was trying to sell alcohol underage.
Well, kudos to you for that.
Yeah, so
ambitious little 19-year-old.
Been a server for about 10 years, so I think I'm the only one in the room that doesn't have like bartending experience.
No, man, because you're cultivating, it's just a different texture, in my opinion. Like, say what you will, other bartenders, but personally, I love children outside of the restaurant, but I prefer to be more raw with my guests, definitely,
I don't like having to hold back at the bar.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm at work and people are like, don't cuss, there's children here. Take your fucking kids home.
Right. Especially if it's 10 o'clock in the middle of, like, the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? No offense to the parents, but, like, there's some places where you just can't have a bodacious chick with her titties out.
No.
You know what I mean? Freaking ass crack honey. Now you got a bunch of Beckys running around. No offense to you guys. I'm just saying. It's just, it's interesting. You know, you see a lot of stuff and a lot of woos. You know, you think every day you come in, you get a pattern going, you start even familiarizing yourself with the different guests and classes of people. You know, you got lawyers, senators, CEOs, entrepreneurs, strippers, freaking dope boys. It's everyone, you know? No, everyone that even makes any kind of money touches this. I mean, we can just talk about this. Most of bartenders end up being trained and, you know, you've elevated in-house, right? And if so, you're probably more than qualified, which is why you got to that position without having to be a server. We all know that when you have to be a server, there's just much more exposure to family-oriented experiences, right? I feel like I definitely put on my Disney cap, and I try to be more bubbly, definitely more innocent, G-rated, if you will, because you don't know who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with somebody's grandmother, somebody's, they're having an anniversary or what, mind you. But being a bartender, you feel more like a slayer. It's more like I don't know, I kind of get like them, like almost like being a server is like the infantry, and then like being a bartender is kind of like being like, not special forces, but kind of like the Marines, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel, because I feel like we really get in the trenches. We're there longer for the most part. We're dealing with people head on. We can't run away and hide and tuck in corners. And as Mina mentioned earlier, we're 100% on stage. I mean, in general, in a restaurant, these people are on stage and they have to absorb whatever comes through that door. I like to definitely give off the metaphor, like, you ever have people just kind of bitching when they know the numbers are slow? That shit grinds my gears so much. Because what we do is we cultivate experiences. And when it's slow, right?
You can make more money on a slow day.
You'll get twice as much.
Yeah, and servers out there. Yeah, sorry, bartenders and servers out there. You can make more money off 3 guests if you actually just talk to them and smile.
Thank you. And listen to your managers with that one. I don't care how much of a dick they are. All right? It's true. If your attitude is straight on a good day, all you got to do, you're a fisherman, basically. You're literally just
Not everybody has the charm and the charisma.
And if you are a bartender, it is okay for your manager to tell you to smile.
Yes.
I don't care what you say.
You have to.
Bartenders out there, do not tell me, oh, it's because I'm this or oh, I'm that. You can be told to smile.
Yeah.
You are in the middle of the bar making us bread. Smile.
Thank you.
But also, even going back to the kids as a server, my mindset is always on time. So you already know that table, you're going to have to spend a lot of time because there's more messes to clean up and more attention to give.
Right.
More steps.
So if I have a 2-top, I'd rather take care of them right away, especially just to the point where they don't ask me for something else, because I already know at any given time a kid could spill a drink.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
then so even as a veteran like server, you already know to give a kid a plastic cup with a top on it.
Christian, question for you. Does it not piss you off whenever you're at a 10 top and
It's like
the
6 kids.
server goes back and forth 10 times getting asked 10 things? People, when the server comes up to the table and says, you need anything? It's okay to give him 5 things at once. We are intelligent enough to bring you 5 things at once.
Please, people. Please be mindful of that. Yes. Like, great topic. Both of you guys, seriously.
So do you guys, like, when you're out to dinner with your family, I always do this. When I'm with my sisters or anyone, I'm like, do not do this to your server. Please get the whole order before you call her over. You're wasting her time.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm kind of being the asshole, but I'm like, I work in the industry. Please don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
With Beth, you have to be like, Beth, don't look at their boyfriend at all, okay? You talk to the girl the whole time.
No, I just hate when you call the bartender over and you're like, what should I drink today?
Because the boyfriend
Bitch,
is
have it
already
in your
pissed.
mind already.
Well,
Exactly.
literally, time is money. And that's like you have a small window to make as much money as you can.
Exactly.
Because, like, it's weird. It's one of the few jobs where you walk in not knowing how much you're going to make.
No, let alone who you're dealing with.
Man.
Right?
Some people deserve to be told, get out.
Okay, but how irritating when you're like, how irritating is it? You're like 4 deep. You get to this guest and you're like, what do you want? He's like, I just look at the next person next to him. I look at the gentleman next to him and I'm like, what can I get you?
Yeah, see, and I just do that. I'm like, all right, baby, next, my bad. You know,
I'll come back later. Here's a menu.
My favorite is when they're upset. Oh my God, I've been waiting. I'm like, well, clearly I can't wait for you anymore either. So that's where we're at.
Yes.
I mean, what was going through your brain while you were waiting? Were you not thinking as you were waiting?
Were you just staring at Beth the whole time? Like, can you figure out what you want to
Clearly.
drink, bro?
I should print the menu on my chest and then we'll save so much more time.
I'm telling you right now, the bar would have their drinks before you even get there. It would be done easy.
Let's see how we can make a temp tattoo of the menu.
I'm telling you, just get a QR code. That's all you have to do, get a QR code.
Scan this, baby girl.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I feel that.
Or henna. That goes away.
It'll last a lot longer.
That's beautiful. But, it's just... Okay, let's talk about... Let's get away from the negative. Let's not talk about... We're not going to rant about all the negatives, all right? Like, all right, for instance, who'd like to talk about what are your favorite moments serving people in a restaurant? Like, what keeps you coming back? Because I know we all have those moments that just kind of break the camel's back, and you're like, why am I doing this? I feel better than this. I shouldn't be dealing with this. These people are trash. Maybe they tipped you, $20 on 500, because that happens. How do you guys bounce back from that, or what keeps y'all going?
Weed.
Okay.
A smoke break always helps.
Weed.
Definitely. But
If I'm not making money, I'm going to go smoke weed.
Okay.
But I think it's the notion that that even though today sucked, I can come in tomorrow and make a bag and make 3 times what I made today.
Yeah.
And I think once you've been in the industry long enough, you know that not every day is going to be good. But you're going to, out of the week, you're going to have 1 or 2 good days. And that, to me, trumps those 2 bad days I had this week.
Yeah, we're talking about, by the way, folks who aren't in the service industry, we're talking about memories where somebody comes to a restaurant for the first time, maybe the 10th or 100th time, and somehow you seem to make a distinctive impression during that dining experience.
I'll say, like, Freddie. Did you ever meet Freddie, my boy?
Freddie.
Remember Panda? We used to call him Panda. Freddie,
Yes, sir.
take it way back.
Wild boy.
Freddie, I'm sure you're somewhere. Freddie came into my bar late night. It's a gay bar. He's the only straight guy there. We're closing down at the end of the night, and he's talking to me, and he's having a rough night. After that, Freddie came back the next night, having a rough night. And the next night, having a rough night. And next thing you know, me and Freddie are having rough nights together. Those are the things that we enjoy the most. You get someone where you become their friend. When you go out with your regulars, I hope you hear this, that means that you're actually a friend. Okay?
Right.
Yes.
You're not your friend unless we go out with you.
Yeah.
That's facts. But don't put the pressure on us either, man. It's the reason why we're not going out with some of y'all.
Because we're working 7 days a week.
All right. Got things to do. That being said, I don't know, Christian, what like, give me some magic, man. Like, what?
I mean, a memory that stuck out for me just because it's weird how the industry where you're indirectly taught to judge people. So you have to, every now and then you'll come across something that just blew your mind.
Let's put place people. We know how to place people in a bracket as far as their behaviors, right?
Well, yeah, but yeah. And it requires judgment, though.
We judge them after.
Frankly.
Yeah, you can
Judging happens after the order happens, all right? If you're ordering freaking sweep the moose on the rocks, we got to talk.
If the first words out of your mouth are gluten-free, I don't like you already. Says what it is, bro.
But I had a table that was of Japanese descent, but they were born and raised in Argentina. So they didn't know Japanese and they didn't know English. And I speak Spanish, so it was just a...
What was that like for you?
Oh, man.
It must have been badass, yeah?
I worked at Uncle Julio's in my early 20s. I'm early 30s, so it's a memory that definitely I was like, I have to take advantage. Because if there's a weird bucket list that I have, that's something that I never encountered. It's like they look strictly Japanese. They're not mixed or anything. It was straight up. I guess America has that so many times, like the first generation. But nah, it was amazing. The whole interaction was pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean that's beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break in a second and recoup. Let's get back to it. We're gonna break in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bar banner.
All right. Welcome back, world. Welcome, Atlanta. Happy Wednesday. We are back on Bar Banter Podcast. Thank you, folks. We are rejoined. It's about to get a little bit spicier in here. All right, we're just warming up with you. We added another Dominican to the party.
What's goody?
All right, Beth, go ahead and introduce your friend here.
All right, we have Lindsay, another veteran bartender here.
Hello. Northside all day.
Love that. Lindsay,
Yes, what's good?
it's such a pleasure to have you out here.
Thank you so much
All
for
right.
having me.
Yes, you're one of my favorite bartenders in Atlanta, so it's a pleasure to have you out here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, just originally, who is Lindsay? And that's with 3 A's, by the way, you people out there.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
with 3
you.
A's.
For the record.
I had to let one of my managers remember that earlier this week. It's A, not E. So I know.
She calling you out, T-Bone. She calling
Yes,
you
I'm
out.
calling you out, T-Bone.
Take her
I
off
love
the
you.
schedule. Take her off the schedule. She
I
talking
love-
shit. She is talking shit, sir.
Suspended 1 week.
I am sending him this podcast as soon as we are done too, Lindsay.
You know what?
She claims she's the greatest. We'll see what happens after this, right? All right, Lindsay.
Yeah, so I'm originally from up north. I'm from Baltimore. I moved down to Atlanta about 7 years ago. I started bartending part-time 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
When I tell you I knew nothing, I knew nothing. I was just looking for a part-time. And my homegirl just felt like we used to go to Botica a lot. Yeah, it's my ex-homegirl. It is an old friend. But she knew about Botica.
We do not like her.
We used to go there for brunch.
For the record, we do not like you.
Neither here nor there. Her ass got me basically my bartending job. Like,
there you go.
At Botica. I wasn't even there. She told them about me. They asked for a picture. They were like, tell her to come in on this day and talk to the manager. So I came in, spoke to this one for like 2 minutes. He told me, come in, we'll see if we like you, if you like us. You know what my first day was?
How was your stage?
St. Patrick's Day, friend.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I'm a green-ass bartender. I didn't know
Talk
anything.
about throwing you right in the deep end.
When I tell you,
9 feet deep.
Welcome to the jungle.
jungle.
You a bartender, be a bartender.
I knew nothing. Like, I had only done a little bit of like bar backing before COVID happened. So I didn't even really get a chance to work at that other place I was
This was
supposed
fresh
to.
out of COVID.
This was, right around, because Botica opened around COVID.
We just making fun of Lindsay for her nails, guys. If you see these nails, they're about like 3 miles long. And when I tell you Lindsay cannot even open
yes,
a
because
beer
also
back
bartending,
then,
this was a thing too. My managers, they're not for this, but for bar closing.
Yeah, she can't
open beers.
Why we hating on her nails? Show them things, girl.
Thank you. Nail camera, please.
Hashtag Georgia Peach.
lady bartenders, nobody likes your nails
Ready to
in their
go.
drinks.
That's what he's
Beth, how your nails looking? What you got going on?
Every time you garnish a drink,
Look, they
look,
both
those are
got
classy.
that-
You see Beth right there? That's classy.
No, that's because I'm ghetto and I like to fight.
Hey, man.
You know, Lindsay's got to take off her nails before she fights. You know,
Hey.
she ain't getting
Oh,
nowhere.
we're going to fight with these nails, honey. You already
All I
know.
can say is gasp to all of you guys. Now, back to Lindsay. Go ahead, Beth, take it away. You were talking to her. I'm sorry. We interrupted her.
Tangents.
I'm all about action, people. Like, shit. Things need to get done, they need to get done. By the way, folks who don't know, I'm a textbook Libra. All right.
Say less.
I'm balanced. I'm all about people to win in my air element. Don't try to hold me back. Just feed me and I'll feed you. All right. It's a very easy transaction. All right. Just keep it at that.
Fair.
Now, back to what we're talking about, guys. Let's talk about managers and or bosses / owners who shall not be named. All right. Let's get
It's a
there.
little messy and I'm with it.
All right. All right. You got someone for me?
No, I'm trying to think of what I want
You
to
know,
say.
I'll go ahead first. No, I
That's
got
like
this. I got
Mina.
this. I got this. Look.
No.
You know, folks, the service industry is a very, how do I put this? It's lucrative, but the pool really isn't as big as people make it sound. Okay, everybody knows everybody at some point, especially as you progress in your professionalism and then your caliber as a server or bartender. You go from a little botica, a little cantina. You go to being a Starbucks employee. You move forward, start learning about more like, I don't know, things that require more education, more experience, like fine dining, white tablecloth, what have you, right? Steakhouses, major seafood corporations, you can name it. That's just where we're going with that, right? And as you progress, it just seems like sometimes the people who you've been striving and working hard for to like train yourself to get to this point to work for this restaurant is going to give you a very promising.
They ain't shit.
They ain't shit.
I'm sorry, every manager I've met is miserable as fuck.
Other than me.
Besides-
I like
Yeah,
my
other
life.
than my Nina.
You are the exception to the rule.
Literally, yes.
If
Yeah,
you do
right,
but-
exactly.
Everyone else.
I mean, I get because, like I said, since I'm new, I feel like my perspective's a little different. I see it more from like outside in because y'all been in it more. But like restaurant business, period, is very dog eat dog. It's very like you got to live and breathe it every
Very
day.
taxing.
Like I would see it with my own manager. Literally, every day. That's your life. I don't know. You have no time for girlfriend, no time for anything. Because even when he's off, you're not off. You're still on.
What are y'all's hours looking like? What do you guys typically like experience as far as your hours in the day? Like obviously, most bartenders, servers work on the weekends, so we can go ahead and just insinuate and assume that most of our weekends are taken up, which we're not complaining about. We signed up for this. First and foremost, adults, you fill out a resume for a job, and that's with anything you do. You signed up for that shit. Eat it. Put a smile on your face, or at least
Say
don't
goodbye to your
bitch about
holiday
it.
parties. No more
Holiday
St. Patty's Day
parties.
celebrations.
But what
No
I'm
more
trying-
New Year's Eve celebrations.
Yeah.
Shit, I
Don't
celebrate
feel-
at the bar.
You
Right.
don't, I'm just saying,
Hey.
you don't feel
I
sorry
celebrate
for
with y'all.
yourself, and you're there to cultivate experiences because you signed up for that. So you might as well just put your Denzel on, you're Leonardo DiCaprio, and at least act it out if you can't feel it at your heart. But when people feel your vibration, they will give you a better tip because it's a personable experience.
Yes.
All right, we're here to cultivate experiences. I'm going to say that throughout the whole season. All right.
That's true.
To go back to owners, if I may, guys.
Yes,
You know, just because
please.
coming off a bad breakup myself here, guys. You know,
Start it off, Mina.
you know, this is how it works with owners, right? Owners want to promise you the world as soon as you know they're about to open something. Jump with me, be with me. I got you. I'm not gonna say no names on here, but you know, that's the problem. Some owners just need to learn. Just don't promise anything. You know, we're willing to come work with you. The problem with bartenders is if you tell us something, that shit better be done. If you say payday is on Thursday, payday better. It does not matter if I paid you extra $500. Payday better be Thursday. That's just how we rock. We have issues.
Yes.
Bartenders, we have issues. That's what we are.
But we're paid to be neurotic, so it's okay.
We're not all sluts. Jesus Christ.
No, to be a bartender though, like you have to be a special breed. Like you have to be able to drink more than most.
Someone that just brought you.
You gotta be able to flirt and not cheat and still go to your significant other. You still got to figure things. For the most part, you got to figure things out.
So I guess I'm just gonna be the politician here, which is fine. I can be the filter. And in a nutshell, people, to the public, we sell. We sell ourselves.
Yes.
We sell
Bartenders
products. I mean,
For the right dollar.
for the
For the right tab.
you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's just where we're at. You know, it's just.
No, I had a job interview earlier, and the manager was asking me questions like, what is the difference between good service and hospitality? And I said, hospitality is when that guest feels like y'all are friends now. He feels like you know him, and he's going to come back just for you. That's hospitality versus good service, because good service is just you following the steps of service.
Mm-hmm. Right, absolutely.
You know, hospitality is you know it. I mean, I don't know every one of my regulars' names, but I know exactly how they like their drinks.
Right, I know what they're drinking.
And how they like their steaks.
And that's consistency. That's the one thing that keeps any restaurant typically alive. It has returning guests, definitely regulars. And nobody can deny that regulars, unless you're working at a turn and burn in like the airport.
No, unless you're working at like
that.
the strip club. Well, there's regulars there too, so let me take that back.
Yeah, no, but
unless you're
regulars,
working at like a high volume nightclub, like a district or Republic, you're gonna have return regulars, like return customers.
Exactly. But what brings those people back?
You.
That hospitality, right?
Yes.
Okay? Like, you have people who can find and tell you their deepest, darkest secrets, FYI, all right? Everyone does it. Nothing wrong with that.
We're therapists as well.
We're therapists.
We're
talk to people.
therapists. We're relationship advisors.
We know more about your spouses than you do. Believe that.
Yes.
All right?
I know about your wife and your side chick, honey.
Yes.
It's okay. It's secret.
All 12 of them.
And I know both they drinks. It's all good.
Yes. And don't you ever get them mixed up, Lindsay. God forbid. Woo. You give the wife the side chick's cocktail.
I'm too slick for that. You know, we don't do that.
Lindsay don't even remember the cocktail. Lindsay's like, what do y'all want to drink again, guys? That's all y'all every day.
The best way.
No, I like you like
the best
that.
way to do it is to act like you've never seen that man before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
it,
fresh spiel is where it's at. The fresh spiel is, hey, welcome to blah, blah, blah.
My favorite is, I'm just going to go ahead and give a bartender secret out, guys. If the bartender has seen you every single day and he still daps you up and is like, what's up, family? We do not know your name. Just know that.
Yes.
What's up, family is my way of saying you're my family.
Right.
I love you.
Mine is like, how you doing, babe?
That's me. I'd be like, oh, hi, love you.
Because typically we do live at the restaurant. We definitely take breaks at where we live. Absolutely. We take breaks of where we live. Sorry, I'm going to say that again. It feels like we go on like a small staycation when we go home, and then we actually live at the restaurant.
I live at my job.
But that's the point. I mean, the vibration and the energy that is left there, it continues to resonate, and we cultivate that every day. So it's important for people on the outside and people on the inside to remember, are people who are just interested in just joining the service industry. It's a great place to be when you're in between either jobs, careers. You just don't know what you will do with your life, but you'll still get inspiration in the most random ways given the individuals that walk through that door.
And that's what I was going to say. I feel like it comes from me as meeting the people. Like, I love bartending a lot because of meeting the people. You meet like all different walks. Granted, I'm gonna punch some of them in the face.
Of course.
But there's others that I'm like, I literally will probably be cool with them for a long ass time. You know, like they bring different opportunities, or they, you know, they can help you out in one way, or they're just cool as fuck to hang out and go do something with. Like it brings lots of different walks, and I love the bar a lot for that. It keeps it different every day.
Absolutely. It's like a watering hole. You ever watch like a documentary and you see all those animals, especially like when the water hole's shrinking, and you see all these
I
misfits
love the
and
passion in
natural
voice. He's
enemies.
just like he's getting it.
Yeah, no, but you got natural enemies literally licking the water together. That's the bar for humans. You know, you got the buffalo
That's
and the
sitting
lion.
in the service area.
Yeah, you know. But I'm just saying, like, it's a place where all people go to really just sit down, and people return back because of how they felt the last time they went there. Tell me how many times someone's pissed you off at a bar that you went to as a patron, and they just crossed the line and never went back. Right? Because there's options. There's always options, but there's a reason why certain places continue to regulate those kind of people, right?
Can I ask y'all something, right?
I love
Maybe I'm
questions.
wrong on this, okay? But every time I want to go somewhere out, I can't ever remember what my friends work at. Like every time I go out, I'm like, man, where do I got friends? that
Literally.
bartend?
Okay, I agree.
And I'm sitting at a table with 3 of them, and I'm like, dude, why can I never remember?
Well, because
you're either
we're always
correct-
off at the same time. We're always working at the same time.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Always lit too.
We're always
sometimes.
either-
No, it's a litty lifestyle.
Lindsay stays lit.
And
guys.
we stay
Hey, a
changing
little
jobs.
life. Okay.
At least I do. I always have a new bar working.
Oh no,
so people just don't remember where
not
I'm
me,
at.
but like bartenders, yeah, y'all hop around a lot.
It's a lucrative system, man. Like, it's almost like, it's not a fucking NFL
Are we
draft.
like the slutty
but-
ones of the occupation world? Hopping
But
jobs.
shit, but that's the thing, because every
I'm
day,
in the
you
corner
never know
doing it.
what's going to happen, right? Any day could be the day that you might. And we're not talking about being in control of your emotions, because I'm sorry, when I say that, usually always be in control of your emotions as a bartender, because once you're going into...
Fuck
Mina
that.
has stories for
We're
days
human.
about me.
Lindsay
Yeah.
has seen me kick someone out in their face and say, I don't give 2 flying F's.
But-
Where are you from?
I will say that being a bartender or
It's
a
warranted
server,
from time to time.
you gain like and you
Man.
found patience.
Yeah.
So for
I
you
did.
as
I
a
had to.
bartender to get to that point where you're cursing a guest out, they deserve it.
That means that the guest
You know?
has gone above
And beyond to
piss
be
you
an
off.
asshole. I agree, because it takes a lot
Doing
to
the
get under our
most.
skin.
And owners and managers, let me just give y'all a word of advice too. If your bartender is coming up to you multiple times and saying that this guy is creepy, it is probably time to kick that guy out.
Yes.
Because your
that is a
bartender
very
is about
good
to
point.
smack the guy.
Thank you.
So figure it out.
So to avoid a lawsuit, please
I
kick
just
him
walk
out.
up to the guy and be like, hey man,
Worse
you
than
get a
that.
little creepy, move
Worse
to
than
the
that.
table.
You
That's
have
it.
people who are stalking people and
Yes.
And guys, this whole
snatching them.
Instagram sliding your
Correct.
DM shit.
Correct.
Come on,
It
guys.
is a
Enough.
safety matter. I will say that real quick, guys. Very good point. Management, upper management, you're in control of these people's lives and safety, and it doesn't get addressed enough. And I'm not trying to
Thank
be
you.
on this like weird like.
No, it's part
You
of the
know,
job.
It needs to be
true.
said.
It's
Everybody
true.
in this room is not part of this woke nonsense stuff, okay? Like, we believe in treating everybody fairly, and every individual is their individual. And when I mean, and on top of that, it's just not. Anyway,
And if you had
Everyone's their own
and if
individual.
you at a bar, take a joke.
if you're at a bar, take a
We're
joke.
not
Be
here to
ready
correct people, okay?
You can't be political at a bar, all right? That's just something you can't
go to
do.
the bar to
No
vibe
politics,
and-
no religion.
Right.
Just keep the
But the principle of everyone's safety should be everyone's number one concern. No one should ever feel harassed, sexually or
No.
not, verbally, however it is, religiously. You
If you
shouldn't
worked
be.
with Beth, you have been verbally abused, okay?
If you worked
blinked
with
twice.
Lindsay,
And
you've
probably
been verbally
sexually
abused.
harassed.
I
I'm sorry for all
blinked
those I sexually harassed
I
in the
have
past.
blinked twice.
But I will say that working with these fine people, I've worked with everyone in a different capacity over the many years, and I've always felt safe with y'all, and that's a
Good.
big thing as a female bartender.
Yes.
We're there, and we're closing. We're there late.
Late.
You know,
And I always
we were.
felt
It
safe,
wasn't that
yeah.
late, but when I worked at Devon, we would leave at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's
And
too
it was
much.
always a point to feel safe and not feel like.
Not at a strip club, mom, by the way.
No. We worked at a rooftop
real
bar
bar.
in the middle bucket, but still,
Yeah,
it's a big thing to
it's
feel
feeling
safe.
that
And
with
I
people.
really appreciate Mina for always making me feel safe at my job, because as bartenders, we
play that.
spend half of our time behind that bar.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to feel safe.
Make
And
it
that's
people
something
feel
that is
comfortable.
not spoken about enough.
Absolutely.
You know,
Good
and I
point.
don't know why this is like a thing. I know this maybe get edited out later, but I don't know why most managers are creeps on their bartenders too. Look, man, okay, you work with them, move on.
No,
Okay?
yes.
So it's not gonna work. Just move on.
It's not an
trust me.
opportunity to
And
to
honestly,
follow
we
your yes.
friend zone everyone we work with. When
Yes.
you're there, when we're
Honey.
PMSing, we're there 12 hours a day. We don't see you as nothing but bros.
Honestly,
Sorry.
if you're a real
Sorry, not sorry.
manager and you have real employees that are really honest with you, you should probably hate them by the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to see you. Like, I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to hug you.
Just get the
Hold
fuck
my
out.
That's how you know the love is
To
real.
conclude- to
Clean,
conclude-
just re-clean the fucking bar and get out, because I know you ain't cleaning for shit last night, Lindsay.
This man's
Lindsay.
he's an
You
addiction
ain't wrong.
lighthouse
You ain't
guy.
wrong.
You know what Lindsay broke my heart yesterday? I'm gonna
right.
tell you what you broke. I'm gonna go ahead, Devin.
All
I'll
right,
say this
so
out.
look,
I didn't know I did anything. I was off.
You broke my heart
We're gonna
yesterday.
take a quick break in a second, guys.
Yeah,
and
we'll
get
get
back to this
back to
topic. All right, but this is great. I love the train.
You know what you said.
I love what train we're on right now. We're gonna get right back and polish this up and get right
Yes.
back to it. We're gonna go ahead and start going in a circle and make that happen. We're gonna take a break. Thank you for tuning in to Banter, folks. Stay tuned for more juicy information about our lives. Welcome back to Banter. Here we are. With the full cast with me, we got Christian, we got Beth, we got Mina, and we got Lindsay. That's
Hello.
3A.
That's right. Get
Welcome
right.
back to Banter world. We are here.
Give it a clap. Thank you, Devin and Beth, for making this happen, guys. Thank y'all. Thank
All
y'all.
of you here with me today. You know, I'm really happy to have this. I mean, look at this four corners here. This is ridiculous. This energy.
Slight, yes.
I got everybody sipping on one of my classic cocktails, folks. This is called Crocodile Tears.
Yeah.
All right.
It's giving what it needs to
We
give.
got a little bit
so
of
I'm gonna say.
Costa Tequila Reposado. All right. A little bit of Benedictine, splash of lime, shook it with some cucumber and mint. I finished it off with a little bit of agave for you guys and some Luxardo to make it sexy.
I love how Devin
Very
gets
sexy,
hood. Gets
honey.
hood with it, you know.
Cheers, really quick. Tell me what you guys think. How's it taste?
Cheers.
Amen to bar banter.
To bar banter, honey. Yes.
All right.
That is good.
Now,
That's light
Yeah.
and nice.
You know, every bartender thinks that they can make the drink better, right? That's just how we are at this
Of
table,
course.
right?
that's why you gotta own
I
this.
don't-
We're tasting, thinking of how ways we could tweak
That
it.
just tasted. She's like a little citrusy.
No, so actually, as the co-host, we got to practice. So we practiced today all the cocktails at my apartment,
Okay.
and it tastes as fabulous as it was this afternoon.
That's
Yes.
I gotta compliment your hair. Hair looks very nice, by the way. The highlights came in real nice.
Thank you.
That's what we're here for.
Gotta give props where props are due.
When I tell
That's
you
your
purple,
love
my
down
favorite
there.
color, and he made me the most beautiful purple French 75 on my birthday. Went there for dinner by myself. Beautiful.
What do you do with the Empress Gin?
I was just gonna
Yes,
say.
it was with the Empress Gin, but it was so balanced. Like, and I have French 75s everywhere.
Lindsay, take notes.
See,
Take
but
notes.
that is
What? And I did from Devon. I'm gonna take
You guys
notes.
gotta come in
But
later.
that is the
Lindsay,
hospitality
so
we're talking
good.
about. He
So
knows
good.
your favorite color is purple and that you
Yes.
enjoy gin.
It was my
So what did he
birthday.
do? He found the perfect balance of the two.
Yes,
To
he
make a
did.
gorgeous
'Cause
cocktail.
I
And
enjoyed
Lindsay,
my
I meant
dinner
to take
and my
notes.
drinks.
Take notes, Lindsay.
You know
There's the
what?
notepad.
Mira.
Lindsay, by the way, guys, she has gotten much better at bartending, but Lindsay still to this day does not want to learn anything outside
I
of her
said I
5
was
margaritas.
green. I said I was green, and
Now-
I don't do batches, and I don't
doesn't
cut
do batches,
fruit,
guys.
and I don't do prep work.
That's what you get for being a cute girl.
I'm gonna
Welcome to
get
Atlanta bartending.
ice, and I might take the dishes back.
And guess who's doing all the fruit and the prep?
It's
Devin and
with
Mina. You know what Beth's doing? Beth didn't say nothing even.
I was gonna say I don't do any of that where I work, but okay, guys.
Right, I'm like,
She's like, bar back.
I'm gonna talk shit with my guests, and I'm gonna make sure they have
Sir.
a good time.
She's like, here's
and I move around, and I'm the show, but yeah, I ain't doing none of that. No.
Okay, so I will say that the strip club and the bar are very similar in the way that when I was a stripper, if you wanted anything done, you wanted a food run, if you needed makeup wipes, tampons, baby wipes,
Just look
whatever,
like Beth.
you would get, you would pay your security. You would tip security extra heavy, and they would do anything you want. They were your messenger boys, and your
Y'all be
bar
doing
backs
shit
are
anyway,
your
and I'm
messenger
running
boys.
drinks.
You
So go
tip
do
the
that.
bar backs to get your coffee when you're
Yes.
hungover.
You remember that we had no
Yes.
bar backs at our old spot? I can't say the name, but you remember at our old
No,
spot?
we
all
did
worked
not.
together? Beth's
But
first day, she was like, "We gotta clean our own things, and we gotta cut our own food."
No.
She
I will
did.
say that that establishment, we had the servers cut the limes, which is great for
Yeah, the
us.
service
And
do
they
cut
juice
the
the
line.
wine.
And they juice,
them.
yeah.
Yes.
And
So
the bartender
we
still be
didn't
like,
have
"Hey
mu-
guys, we're running out of juice." I'm like, "Guys, you better
Because
start
bartenders,
talking."
I'm sorry, we're lazy. We're princesses.
Michelle's in her ear telling
Me-
Beth what to do.
Meechie gonna
And
be
Beth's
that
like,
bitch
"Look,
to
I'm about to
yell at
smack you too." Shout out to Michelle.
Shout out to
Michelle.
Big Meech. Big Meech. Now, if y'all ever want to go and see a good bartender, that's the one to
Every
see.
bar's got a bar mom, right?
They know
Michelle
that is mom,
the
that is-
definition. She is an annoying mother.
Yes.
It's like
It's
Michelle.
mom is the word for it.
Michelle, you're
Yes.
annoying.
You annoying,
But we love you for it.
bitch. That's my up north bitch too.
You're the one that's saving us when we're super drunk. You're like, here,
Yeah.
please eat me hot, eat
She's a whole,
something.
but mind you, she's a whole mess herself.
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
Screaming the mic.
Y'all going out for the first time, first dates, how do you decide as a bartender or server where to go and choose a restaurant?
You go where your homies are. You tip
True.
your homies.
Usually where your homies
resort
are.
to the web.
And
Of
where the vibe is, where they have the most music.
If you have a girlfriend, she looks at TikTok these days. Everything's TikTok.
See,
Oh my
TikTok
God,
is
this looks
bullshit.
great.
Nah.
Oh my God, this looks like
TikTok
this.
is bullshit.
I
Sorry.
like dive bars personally.
I like dive
just
bars
because
too.
Same. The vibe is chill.
I like that verse, yes.
When it's low dimmed.
But wait,
I like anywhere you can smoke weed at. You can smoke at the dive bar.
Hey.
What do y'all consider a dive bar versus a heathen hole? Or is that the same thing?
What? A heathen hole?
All right.
Like you might get shot
So
at 24/7.
I would say like a heat. Can we say names? Because I would say a
No.
heathen hole is like
No.
5P.
No.
That's a heathen hole. 5P.
Yeah.
If I see roaches on the floor, that's a heathen
Or,
hole.
what's that place that
I'm sorry. Sorry, that's sorry. I love 5P, but y'all got
Third
roaches.
floor is concrete, the heathen hole.
What's the place that they're like so evil towards Jesus? What's that one that's on Edgewood?
Oh, the church bar. What's it called?
Yeah, church is a good dive bar.
Yeah.
Church is a cool
By
dive
the way,
bar.
God
It's
is not happy
eclectic.
with
That's
y'all.
why I like it.
Yes, that story is very eclectic.
God is not happy with y'all. I just want to let y'all know.
And they're open late. They're open till like 4 or 5 or something in the morning.
But that's where you take religious people.
Just to piss you
Oh
off
my God, no. That's what.
and get a drink. Be mad. Because what would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do?
And I had good time today. That's all.
Jesus said on the
Right.
7th day we
Nothing
rest
less.
and we brunch.
You know?
Well, you could always tell your Hispanic parents that I went to church. And
Yes.
then they wouldn't know the difference.
Hey, that's all they need to say.
My kids are
Right
mother
there.
like, Habibi, I did not see you, Zan. Where were you? I did not see you.
Hey,
What church are you going to?
I was like, Jesus said
No,
he
you
saw
were not
me.
today. You were not in church. I did not see you.
I like God.
Can y'all share with me like an experience that you guys gave someone that you were really proud about working in the restaurant industry? Like anything, or even if it's not specific, something generic.
Giving Lindsay a
Alright?
job.
Ladies, anybody?
First time customers definitely when they have like
the woo.
Like-
the woo factor.
you know, like
Yes.
what that always feels really great, especially like you've been serving them all night and you didn't know that it's their first time. And then like when they're leaving and they're like, you know what, this was our first time here. We had a great time. Like you guys are a vibe. That's what it to me. That's like what it's really like about. That's really rewarding and nice
Getting those
because the
regulars.
fact that they compliment, enjoy your vibe.
Right.
Because you want it's not the drinks are good, the food's good, but. Like you said, they come for your bartenders if they're at the bar. You know what I mean? They come for a vibe. They want to have somebody that they can converse with or just spend time. So like things like that. Like when I have moments like that with new guests, that's to me is
You make a
A1.
personable experience.
Exactly.
You can just be an order.
They
taker,
felt like they were part of the
right?
house, and that's what I always tell my guests. I'm like,
Yes.
baby, you in the living room. Act like you in the house with your family.
Yes.
Don't mind our dysfunctionality. I said it's part of. I'm like, you part of the mess now.
Exactly.
Like, and a lot of them they appreciate. They like that. Like they don't
Temporary
mind
adoption.
it. Exactly. And I love when they enjoy that and they can see us like for that. That to me is like that. I'm like, you gonna be a cool ass guest. You can come back. Like,
Beth, what about
I
you?
like sounds like that.
So right now I'm working up in Alpharetta, so it's a lot more like soccer momish,
honey,
and
yeah,
I
you were the soccer
really
moms.
enjoy when I get
Give
like
me a lemon
moms.
drop martini and a spritz,
Yes.
please.
I love getting mom's night out because I love to get them
Because
drunk.
they wild, honey.
Oh, their
don't get it
husbands
twisted.
are
They
gonna
wild out.
appreciate me when they get home drunk.
Sex in the suburbs?
Sex in the suburbs.
And their husbands are going to appreciate
I'm
it.
Their
very
husbands are
excited
gonna love
for
me.
it,
The
too.
husbands are like, what happened to my Karen today? She is amazing. Where is she?
We out in these streets now. We in these
They're like at
Alpharetta
the Avalon and
streets.
they're like, oh my God, what did you need to go back to
Yes.
that.
So I love getting, these moms are like, oh, our kids are with the husbands or the, and
They're
I
not with
love
me.
giving
They're
them
not with
free
me.
shots.
Beth, I got to take a shot. The only reason that Beth gets a lot of moms is because they don't want to bring their husbands to Beth.
Let me state my marriage and go instead of
The
that.
ladies are like, oh my God, we love you for mom's night out. Bring him around Beth with the husband. It's okay.
Yeah,
I
you
love
know.
that.
Don't let me be around for guys night out.
I mean, hello,
No.
you know.
For me, genuinely, like what I would, and this is not like no jokes, no nothing. I know I'm a clown sometimes, but I will say, when I have my bar staff is all connected, or you can feel the vibe. Like it is like something for me. Like when I put together 3 bartenders and I know that they're all about to be best friends.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like going through opening a new bar right now, and the team is. I'm telling people you're gonna be best friends with this person, and it's happening. And those things kind of just. Because you're bartender
rewarding.
best friends because we are in the shit together and we
Yes.
go through it together.
In the trenches.
And sometimes we want to talk shit. And honestly, bartenders is something
But
I
you have
wish.
some that respect it and then some that don't.
And exactly.
So the ones that do, those are the ones that are your team.
And the ones that are going to uplift you while you're going, like, your face, you can't just frown and think that your
No.
guest is not going to see it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
I can still see you. And
And
now you ruined
I
your
used to have
tip.
that problem. There's times like when
Lindsay
I
still
guess
has
where they
that
would get
problem.
on my nerves, yes. And I think my hair is so bushy, covering my face. So like when I'm turning sometimes away from a guy, I'm thinking like I roll the shit out my eyes, honey, because you're
all the
fucking
time.
annoying, and I can't curse you out.
Or do you?
So
I always
I'm
curse
turning
under my
in the
breath in
midst of turning,
Spanish.
I'm like rolling my eyes, and Mina sees everything,
I
honey.
see everything.
Mina can
If you've
read
been in
your
this
mouth
industry
from
for
across
so long,
the room.
I'm like, dude, I
He
saw
will
it.
see you, and he looks at. He will mum it to. He'll be like, "Stop rolling your eyes."
My
He was
bartender
like,
will
"She
look at me
just
and be
saw
like-
you," and I'm like, "I didn't do anything." He's like, "I just saw you." He's like, "Stop doing that shit."
Bartenders will tell me,
Say
they're
that.
like, but the guests didn't see me. It doesn't matter. I saw it.
That's what.
Right.
Yeah, that's what he says. He's like, "I see you."
broke character.
I'm telling
before the
you,
scene was over.
just
Right,
hey,
you broke
Father saw.
you know what I mean? Like,
Daddy saw it.
bro,
Daddy sees everything, honey, and hears everything.
I will say, go ahead, Chris, go ahead.
Well, what I was gonna say is one of the most like standout memories that I had was it was a kid coming out to his mother, and he was in his early 20s.
Coming out like the
You
closet.
serving kids at the bar?
Out the closet, yeah.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
kid.
Restaurant.
Oh, that
A
was
young man.
Oh, we in
So a
DR.
young man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian,
We
were they
drinking early.
They were drinking?
So yeah, they were drinking.
I
So
mean, honestly, that's probably the best place to do it. You know what I mean?
that
Like
one-
get some
that's
liquid
what-
courage. you
yeah,
know?
well, he did it.
And
At,
it shouldn't be that hard, guys.
It's a
It's
special moment for
2024.
everybody, and it's respected, and it's hard to just do it.
Parents try to accept your children. It is what it is. It's 2024.
Yes, it's okay.
Let 'em live.
It's okay, baby.
that particular experience didn't go out. It didn't go
Just
well
planned.
because
Oh, man.
I guess they did come from money, because what I was overhearing is that because he came out, he was cut off from.
I hate
Oh,
that.
family.
I hate that. I
That's
work-
some BS.
So what I ended up doing towards the end was just paying for his meal, and
That stuff right there means a lot.
Yeah.
but I
That stuff
also
means a lot.
bought him a shot as well.
Man, Managers don't get
that's
that.
a bartender behavior.
Managers don't
yes,
get that.
Indeed.
You under
Managers-
shot for that one, buddy.
You know what? Shout out to my bartender, okay? 'Cause that's kind of what the job's about.
And I
That's
will
what the
say
job's
this,
about.
just from personal experience, like, you know, don't get me wrong. I came from like that, you know, Kennesaw. We went to high school together, right, Dev?
So, remember the Titans, basically.
Yes. So we had like back in our day, like we had one gay kid I think that we knew in school
Maybe.
was Russ Howe, I think, right? Yeah. Sorry if I said names, but you know that's the one person that we knew,
We can bleep him out.
and it was
Pronouns.
I never understood, like, you know, I never understood that lifestyle or whatever, just because I came from a very Christian home, very super serious foreign parents, and if you have foreign parents, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Parents of
They're tough.
immigrants.
Yeah.
Immigrant parents here.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's just like when you see, like, whenever I got to my first job, which was Zocla, it was a gay bar. Like, I get there and
I was at Henry's.
I was like, dude, I don't know how to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking around and my first day, and I had started I had sold my parents' furniture company.
And to
I know
be
they're
that
gonna
young,
hear this, they're
because you
mad.
were young.
I was young, and my parents had to move to Egypt for like extenuating circumstances or whatever. So I get to Zocalo and I'm valeting, and we were making, man, $1,500, $2,000 a weekend, 3 days.
Not
Because
bad
before
laying,
Uber,
honey. Not
crazy.
bad laying.
all cash, and we were parking like 300 cars in an 80-car parking.
You were booking it, bro.
We were, but back then I was skinny. I know y'all can see my camera now.
Whoa.
Right now.
He was a poppy back then.
He was like papi.
I will say this is kind of like the industry secret, but nobody says it, but like gay men
are
do
the best
spend-
ones to work for.
They spend a lot of money. That's like
It's true.
They
when I work.
And they have taste.
They
and they have
will
taste.
drop money.
They know quality
So,
and taste.
yeah.
Some even say they're better fit professional diners.
They
Yeah.
are. They could be the
man,
CEO
dude.
of Delta, and you will never know it. And they just because that's that boys' town is their town. So like I get there and I'm like, no way I can work here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's back in 2010, 2011. And then I get my pay that night. I'm like, all right, maybe I can do this out. Now,
It's
all
worth
my
it.
best friends are gay. Like the owner of 10
A lot of our
and
customers.
Blake's, we're all best friends. Like as you got into it, you like, and as I rose in that gay community, it's like it's tough. These are the nicest people in the world, and parents, man, just let them be them. They're not
Yeah.
gonna
So
change them.
beautiful
So you-
though. Like
Why lose your kids? Just
Right.
let them be them.
So it was scary at first because it was foreign to you, but as you, I mean, just like any other thing that
That's how I know, like,
understand,
people can
right?
grow. I know people like want to crucify people for what they said back 20 years ago, but honestly, I was not all the way there. And now I walk into a gay bar and I'm like the mayor of the
But it
town.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
beautiful.
Literally.
It wasn't just because of the money, right?
It's your
It wasn't the
vibe,
money,
baby.
no. It was
It's the
truthfully these guys are.
And they consider upper echelon.
Yeah, they're the guys and girls, like the, you know, like lesbians and gays. They're both, all they want to do is have fun. They want to tip. They want to take care of their people. They
People
want
wanna do,
because
right?
it's their city.
But you
So-
also set the tone for that. You know,
Exactly.
when you in that vibe, you That's
But
what
I
makes
think
it
it's
go
also
there.
a community that wants to be accepted and welcomed.
Yes.
And I think that with your personality, they felt very safe and welcome.
Exactly. That's
And
what I mean.
Yeah,
That's why you
I think
have those relationships.
And I ended up in tank tops and gym shorts.
And look at you.
And honestly,
You learned so much
Yeah.
and grew so much from that experience. Isn't that amazing?
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a piece of shit before I got there, and after
To
that,
be young and dumb.
because you don't know. Like I come from a very
they taught you
Christian
how to
home.
treat a lady.
Bro, treat a lady.
No,
Hey,
man.
when a guy slaps your ass, you know how to treat a lady. You're like, all right, man, now I get it. I'm like now I know how to.
Now
talk
you
to
feel
her.
like a piece of meat.
Whenever-
You know what we
yeah,
feel
you
like.
Bro, yeah, with this ass, this
That
is the
comes with
trophy of your
bartending.
time.
no.
That comes with
Look,
bartending.
I got
For the viewers,
I got no cottage cheese on this ass.
for the viewers, I'm gonna describe. Nina got the best little bubble butt.
Devin saw me in rugby
Cheers
shorts.
to Mina's ass.
Cheers to Mina's ass.
Devin saw me in rugby shorts. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. And we used to call it the trophy of Midtown. Nobody could get it.
Yes.
So,
honey.
yeah.
That's like one of the asses you can bounce a quarter
Trust
off.
me, all the gays love that ass, honey.
Hey,
they
and
all
I love my
validate for
gays,
it when
okay?
they come in.
Love everybody.
They can look
We
but not
love
touch. Look but not touch, Habibis. That's all.
No,
All
no
right,
touch.
hey
No
guys,
touch.
let's get gritty. Let's talk about some cardinal sins. What's something that really
Ooh.
took you? Now, I want you to give me your mindset, what happened, how was it handled or not handled. All right, we're gonna reverse this. Christian, you go first.
Devin, should we finish these drinks though?
A bit, yeah,
I think we should, because we have another round. They're just they're sitting there getting
We can go ahead
warm.
and chug them. He's chugging, guys.
We're chugging, guys.
Cheers.
Come on, act like you
I'm
know.
sipping. Salute.
Yeah, know your limits.
You know?
That's all I say to that.
Right, that part.
I was just waiting
Good
on the new one.
bartender advice.
I saw the new one. I was like, I'm ready.
Know your limit.
He made a badass drink. I was like, I need to taste this.
Well, the cardinal advice for me is
No, the cardinal sin that happened to you.
oh, the cardinal sin. My
You
bad.
didn't tell me the worst day you ever had at fucking service industry. Bro.
Yeah, so
Oh boy,
so it was Cinco
buckle
de,
up.
Right.
it was Cinco de Mayo.
It's always Cinco de
it's
Mayo,
always
my
Cinco
guy.
de Mayo.
It's always
Siempre
the
está
holiday.
Cinco de Mayo, siempre. De cualquier lugar, cualquier barrio, I don't care. Like,
Nah,
Madness.
Translation, ratchet, stay home.
so I
Ratchet,
was
stay
working
home.
at it's on Castleberry Hill.
oh, that's my neighborhood. Don't do that.
No specific names.
It's out in the hood. Out in the hood.
No, I know, but it's Mas Cantina. I
No
think.
mas cantina.
No mas cantina, no
No
mas.
Mas
Yeah.
Cantina.
Yep.
So I was there. And then it was Cinco de Mayo. And then so I had pretty much 4 tables that I had to take care of. And then a college kid snapped at me. So he snapped his fingers and
I hate snaps.
Oh,
Yeah.
that attitude,
I
literally.
hate snaps.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
So
I'm not the
that
bell
was-
boy.
Smack this shit out.
One second, everyone's
That's
got it.
another
That's
episode.
a no-go, right?
No, it's a no-go.
We'll
We
have
should
another
have a whole
episode of
bar
no-goes.
etiquette episode.
We'll have
Yeah,
another episode of
literally.
no-goes,
Go ahead,
man. Yeah, I got a whole
Bye,
no-go list.
Christian.
So
You hit a
well,
sore spot.
well, because yeah, no, but
I'm about to walk
because-
out. I'm like that man. I'm about to walk out.
Nah, but because it was busy already, that's when I already knew in my mind. I was like, even if I lose out on this table, I'm still making money today.
Claro.
So I don't know why it was just happened to be that day, but he broke my breaking point. And so I told him this, which I would never tell a customer this, but this one I told him
Yes,
I go,
a guest.
I guess, sorry,
A client.
client.
Client sounds dirty.
Yeah, I know, right? Like transactional.
Leave it to Beth.
So then I told him this, I go, a lot can happen between the kitchen and your table. So I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Probably should not have said
That was
one.
reasonable
I
advice.
no, that's not reasonable.
Yeah.
I would have cussed Christian out
He
myself too.
actually, I feel like he put it kind of nicely.
No, but it's,
Because you ignorant, a lot can happen.
I would have just
It's
told him, hey,
kinda
man,
like-
wash your fingers.
one of my favorite movies was Waiting. If you ever seen
Yeah,
it.
oh my God, it's so
Ryan Reynolds, great movie.
disgusting. It's so
You never seen Waiting?
disgusting.
Beth,
Every server
Yeah, but
person
it's
after you
real,
guys
though.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch it tonight, guys.
you are the host of a
Like,
bar show. You better
you don't
watch
know
Waiting.
who you
Okay,
messing
by the
with.
next episode, I will
Like,
have a whole
yeah,
synopsis
that
and
will-
A
notes
lot
on it.
happens. A lot happens in
From the
the
kitchen to
All right,
your
I'm gonna send you
table.
the-
That's
I'm gonna send you my
like,
password if I
you know what? Kudos for you.
So
But the
that's-
otro shot.
but lesson learned, the kid was just telling me like, I'll never do
Yeah,
that
bye.
again. I go, I'm just letting you know that it's good that you got me and nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
Christian, thank you for that speed round,
That was-
guys.
that was
Hey,
legit.
Mina, give me your story.
Cardinal rule. Which one?
Cardinal
should-
sin.
Cardinal sin.
Who
Which,
pissed
which,
you off?
That took you out of pocket.
No, like, what
Made
was
you
the
go
line
there.
cross that should never happen in a
La
restaurant?
amiga mía.
Or bar?
who?
Sorry.
Cardinal sin for me would probably be when you really make my bartenders or me feel ignorant. So like a big thing for me is I have this one lady. She comes in and gets a to-go burrito, the old lady that's short, looks like the Hobbit. She comes in and she gets a to-go burrito. She's very, very weird. And she just
Yeah, I
very
was going to
exact.
say that. She's strange.
So one of my bartenders one day gives her a check. It just did not have the burrito. I had a quesadilla. It's the same price, same tax, same everything. It's just a mistake. She just gave her the wrong ticket. Lady's like, hey, this is not my ticket. The change was correct, but we round up and down. And by the way, a lot of bars round up and down.
Every bar I've worked at.
You should be lucky that we're still taking cash, because most places don't take cash. So if they take cash, don't be an asshole. Okay? If you're a dope boy,
if you want those 37 cents, kick rocks,
you got
bitch.
the
I'm
extra
sorry.
88 cents, dope boys out there. I know my drug dealers, I know y'all are listening. You cannot get your 88 cents. You fine, bro. Like,
You're going to be all right.
So you can't walk in with Gucci
You'll make
glasses.
the re-up money.
And that's another thing. Do not walk with no Gucci glasses, Gucci hat, Gucci shoes, Gucci slides, and ask me for $1 back. Bro, I'm sorry about your dollar. Kick it.
I got you to go. But go another
Shout out to Alice for the fan for that.
It took me almost 10, let me speak through this, but it took me almost 10 fucking minutes to get through with her. Finally, I'm like, man, how about this? Take the burrito, take the money, here's your money back. She's like, no, I want to pay. Now she wants to pay an exact change. I'm like, we don't take exact change. Can we please move on?
Hold on.
We'll not leave the bar. At that point, I lit. I was like, told my bartender, I was like, hey, before I get fired, I'm going to go to the office. I'm going to go take a breather. Please escort her out the building. Right. Old lady. And I get it. Respect your elders. Mom, please forgive me. I'm working on it. But there's just some people that are weird.
No, there's some that
if you're weird, bro, order on Uber Eats. It takes out of your card. It gets to your house. You don't need to walk. You good.
And you can write notes on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mina.
Specify.
Minutes, guys. Beth, go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm going to make mine really short and quick. I hate... My one thing is drunk bar guests that want to argue with the bartender who's sober. I am sober.
That's fair. That's fair. Very
Sometimes
fair.
we do double ring you. I might have put the beer in and she put the beer in. It's okay. We'll take one beer out.
The
but
same way you're
do
fucked
not,
up, honey. I can fuck up your tab too.
Well,
But
not
we
just
gonna
that,
fix it.
But like
But we're
credit
gonna
cards are
fix
so
it.
great now because your tab will be voided in 24 hours. Do not bitch at me about that. Like, you'll have your money back. Please,
Beth,
sir. It is okay.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Does it piss you off when like someone like we accidentally ring in a $1 like one drink extra, like you said, right?
Yes.
And then we take it off, and it takes
So it
3 days to
doesn't
get to the
bother
account.
me, but I've had guests curse me out. I had one guest call me a drunk bitch
I had a lady tell me
because I accidentally added something to his tab that shouldn't be on there.
and you're right. And have you ever had someone that's like, hey, well, it took the money out of my account? I'm like, bro, if
Yes,
you ain't
you're
got
gonna be
12 extra dollars,
refunded.
if you ain't got 12 extra dollars to go out this weekend,
Then why
it'll
are you
come back
here?
on Monday.
Then why are you
It's
here?
not coming back today. I'm sorry. The bank process is on
You don't
Tuesday,
got money to
guys.
tip
First of all, you wait
bartenders, don't go
7
out
to
the
12
bar.
days for your
You don't
direct
got money to
deposit
tip your
paycheck.
servers,
Wait for your
don't
refund.
go out to eat.
No, slide at the hair. She gets a shot.
Amen.
Oh, Lindsay, here you go.
Yes, I do give a shot
Lindsay,
for that.
take a shot. Take it away, bro.
True that. Okay, my one thing, my cardinal sin, because I get in trouble. I used to get in trouble for it a lot. But like when you come in with this air about you that, you know, I'm supposed to wait on you because I'm the bartender, and then don't let them think that you're cute. They're even more rude. And
Of course.
When you come in with this arrogant, nonchalant arrogance, and like you don't even let me tell you my name.
Like you're a servant.
Yeah, and then like he said earlier, doing this and waving me. Oh, I'm the right one to tell you, baby. Don't wave your hand at me, because I'll get my coworker to come get you.
So
and I'll say it just like that, very nicely, but I'm like, you know, nah. So
At
any
that
kind
point-
of, and it's usually always men. Like I'm cool with the lady, but like
I
guys,
take that
honey,
personal. That's mean.
yeah, it is. That's why I put it
Sexist.
out there, because the men are the one that just act like chauvinists sometimes. And honey, I'm gonna be the one to teach you today.
Lindsay, at that
On the-
point, the drink comes with
I know
a
we don't
shot of
have a lot of time.
attitude.
I know we don't have a lot of time, but I'm gonna hit you with this, Lindsay. Okay?
And
I'll
because
hit
he
you
would
with this.
he would
What
talk
if the
to me
guy-
about it.
What
That's
if the
what I
guy
said.
comes in and tips you hella money all the time, and you give him that
Money does not
But the
tolerate
one
disrespect.
but the one time y'all are drunk is the one time y'all take it personally.
And part of bartending, he would
No,
tell
it's
me
not
like
that.
you gotta eat shit, and I
just
understand
I don't eat
that.
shit. I'm sorry. Never will I eat shit, no matter how
I'm
much
sorry.
money you're
That's what I
giving me.
Most of the time.
Not all money is good money.
Hey,
Shout out to Lindsay.
Devin, you know that this is true, okay? There's been a guy that comes in and Beth and Lindsay are sober on that shift, and the guy does the same thing, he's fine. But the one time that they got 3 mezcal shots in them with tequila, now they're upset.
I'm if I would.
No, I'm always upset.
We're gonna close out really quick. When everyone's around the table, we'll go back to ladies first. Beth, just give a little advice to people who are curious about the service industry. What kind of advice? 14-year-old to 20-year-old, just curious about it, even like a 40-year-old. What would you give to somebody who's thinking about just getting to the industry?
Okay. If you're trying to get into the service industry, please be a sponge. Absorb what your veterans are telling you.
I was gonna say
We're
that.
not
Learn.
trying to
True.
hurt you. We're trying to make you and mold you into the best
We about
bartender
this
server.
money, honey. So I'm gonna help you
because we're
learn
a
to get this
team.
money.
There's no I in team. So listen to your elders. They're definitely doing it to help you and better the team.
Okay, thank you, Beth. And
True
then,
shit.
How about you?
I was gonna say the same. Be open minded, and I say that because I was new and I'm still new in the industry. So for me, that's why I say that. Definitely be open minded. Be more. Be very mindful about society, and I say that in diversity because you're dealing with a very diverse group of people, and you're not. If you're not in that industry and you're not aware of that. You are going to run into those conflicts when you're dealing with people.
I agree.
Because that was the thing for me. So I'm always saying be very open-minded, be very open. Enjoy your shift, my guy.
Yes.
When I have my coworkers come in
We're
and
showmen.
Angie with her cara de caca a veces, and I'm like, honey, change your face because my vibe, I'm here to have fun. I'm making
Cara de caca. Shout out to Angie.
Angie, she did not mean it.
But
No, we love her.
that part.
Christian?
The advice I'd give is like I started off as a shy kid, so if you're shy and you really want to
I was
open
so
up,
scared.
like this job will definitely force you to open up because you're talking to strangers and you have
Yes.
to make your money. So in order to make money, you have to talk to strangers. That will force you to get out of the shyness.
It'll get you out your shell.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Specifically, I'm asking you this
Yes.
because you've actually had management experiment.
Mr. Seasoned.
What would you say to the people who are looking up to management or are in management right now / ownership? What would you say to those people?
That's legit.
I'm gonna do it quick because I know we don't have a lot of time. One, I would say if you are looking to be a manager or whatever, make sure that the power does not go to your head and do not be an asshole. And at the end of the day, remember that yes, you can fire everybody. Yes, you have the power to do whatever. But at the end of the day, you're taking bread out of people's mouth. So just know you're gonna stop people from paying their rent and say. And I understand some people deserve it, but sometimes you hire these people, so at least give them a chance to grow with you. Let them fuck up.
Like having compassion.
A child fucks up. But we don't throw that child over a mountain. We just keep growing that child and keep working on the child. And if the child ends up a fuck up, he ends up a fuck up, and then you fire him.
Honey, I was new. I was fucking up drinks every week, and there was other managers that were like, "Lindsay ain't gonna make it. We should probably let her go." I was quitting every week. I would text Mina every
Some
week.
people
and
have
quit.
potential,
He
they
was
don't
the
have
one who made
good
me say and would
management.
tell the other ones like, "She's gonna learn and give her," but that's what he means. Like, kept the grace, give her, because my managers literally made me where I'm at in bartending today.
and
My advice is to absorb and, as y'all said, be a sponge. All right,
Right.
people. This is National Geographic in a human scale and a how do I put this? Like I said, it's the kind of watering hole analogy I gave earlier, metaphor.
Collective.
The lawyer, the freaking doughboy,
The custodian.
the custodian,
The resident upstairs,
yeah, the
like-
freaking 80-year-old whose anniversary.
The 21-year-old who's just able to sit at the bar.
who's walking through that door.
Yep.
You have a chance to make a memory for life.
And bartenders, stop serving who you think is gonna tip you more.
Thank
Because
you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I walk in gym shorts and slides, and I will tip the bartender 10 times with someone next to me, and I get treated like that all the time. I'm like, bro,
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, all right, guys.
Thank you,
all
Devin.
Four of you, it was a blessing. I love
Thank
all
you,
four
Beth.
of you. Thank you for the rawest pilot ever.
Thank you,
Thank you, guys.
To our
Thank
hosts,
you,
Devin and Beth.
We have
Thank you, Devin.
to the
Thank you,
world, the rest
Devin.
of the world, Atlanta, America. We love you, and just salute
And
to
stay
every single
tuned.
person who-
And come and banter with us some more.
We will banter more with the rest of you folks. Thank you so much for being a part
Yes,
of this
honey.
experiment that we're
And
doing
Devin
here.
has promised that he's going to buy a fedora for every show.
Yes,
so
I
he's
want
gonna have a
a
different
hat
fedora.
for
for every
Devin.
show.
You can hold him to that.
Every
He
season
has to
is
have a new
different
hat every week.
All right.
Salud.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in to Bar Banter. Cheers, everyone.
Salud,
And we'll see
y'all.
y'all next week.
Devin.